We're in one of the coolest locations in all of Germany. It's called Rothenburg up the Tauber. You might know it as the Christmas City. It's one of the very few medieval towns that have lasted through time and still has its medieval wall surrounding the town. It's one of 3 in all of Germany, and it's absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we are going up into the tower. Cool. Oh wow, we can walk the exterior of Rothenburg's wall. Oh wow. So I'm on the wall, Eric and I are on the wall, the actual wall, Rothenburg up the Tauber. This is the original wall. We're walking on the wall that are hundreds of years old. And we're on it. That's just so awesome. And we got on here. We did not expect to get on it because we expected to go into a tower over there. And the tower had a door that led onto the wall. And then we said, what the heck? Let's go on the wall. We're on the wall. So we're on the wall. That is too cool. Let's check this out. Let's walk it. We're going to go all the way down. It's daytime, so the odds of us running into a ghost is, but you never know. Wow. I can't believe we're on the wall. Hey, no one's stopping us.
Nope.
They're alerting the city. Eric and Brian are on the wall. They're on the wall.
Yep.
Oh my God, you guys have to see this. Holy smokes. Eric, you gotta get a photo of this. This is a once in a lifetime photo here.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we would never get this vantage point if we hadn't taken that wrong turn in that tower out onto the wall. And folks, I'm not kidding. We've got the wall, Rothenburg's wall, to ourselves. You don't see anyone all the way down there. And on top of that, behind Eric, Eric's moving past me, there's no one going that way. We literally have one of the most popular cities in all of Germany, the fortified wall, to ourselves. Now when I say fortified, this is hundreds of years old. This is not, modern fortifications. It's just absolutely amazing. Wow. So, we have a way down finally.
Yeah.
So cool. We are out of the wall or off the wall, whichever way you want to look at it, and we are now in Rothenburg. What's really cool, I really like about the old town, is these signs up on the guest houses and the stores. Here, I'll give you a gander. You see them throughout the entire city. Really cool. In sight in Rothenburg is Christmas. Christmas stores are everywhere. And even in February, you can come out here and shop Christmas. And you can come in July and shop Christmas. You can come any time of the year and shop Christmas. Something else that's pretty cool about Rothenburg is people who have stayed in some of the hotels here have made claims online that their room was haunted. So much so that hotel owners and staff have even commented online saying, oh no, our hotel's not haunted. Now I'm telling you, if a staff or somebody's got to go online to tell us the hotel's not haunted, that probably means it's haunted. A lot of torture and executions in Rothenburg. Didn't have to worry about war. You had to worry about not getting convicted of something in the town and being killed, which was actually pretty common. They would transport the criminals and those convicted. That's just wild. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love Rothenburg. Try to come here as often as I can. It's not too often you get to be in such a location that has so much history, and it still surrounds you in the buildings, in the streets, even in the people that live here, you know. One of the ways that I like to find out local legends and, you know, what people believe is by talking to the locals, especially in the shops. You hear stories you don't find anywhere else. For example, supposedly there used to be the fear of werewolves here. Really? I heard that in one of the Christmas shops, there's so many Christmas shops, the lady that works there was telling us about it. It was pretty cool. In ancient times, hundreds of years ago, when they used this, I believe in the 16th century or the 15th, I'm not exactly sure, that they could lower out of the face and eyes hot boiling pitch. And if you look at the two lines in the wall next to it, was for the chains of the drawbridge. The light's pretty bright from the sun. Wow. This is cool. Spooky, but cool. All right, Eric, let's get ready to defend the city. We got to defend the town at all costs.
We'll do that.
Does anyone in this tower want to help us? Anybody at all? They're coming. Napoleon and the French troops are right outside the gate. We got to defend. Come on. Uh-oh, I think I woke up the locals. Cool. It always freaks me out when the monitor on the camera shows there's a face next to mine. Like there's another face. And then I always like to go back and listen to the audio on the camera, because there's been once where I saw the camera monitor telling me there's a face next to me, and there was a EVP.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty wicked. So there was just one on the monitor a moment ago, so I had to watch this back. All right, soldiers, we gotta go. All right, Eric, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, wow. So this is the entrance. It's still open. I was a little concerned that it wouldn't be open. There's also a door on it now, which there was no door the last time I was here and I came inside. There was no door. You can see that photo on my blog. Okay, we're inside. This is not a normal tourist location. Most tourists don't even know that this is here. So Eric and I are going to have this pretty much to ourselves. this is it. We're gonna have this to ourselves. Is anything or anyone in here with us? So, I have a light now on. We'll need it because although there is light coming in from outside, it is still rather dark in here. It is really cold in here. This, I believe this is where my wife was grabbed by something unseen. And I want to check something. The last time I was here with her, she came down here. I'm not sure if it was this one or not. I had to review the camera pictures. Let me turn on the light. It's pretty dark. There we go. Yeah, see, it's locked up. There's no way to get back out that way. So, back up. So this interior of this wall is centuries old. This was the protection for the town on the south side of the town. There was a curfew, and if you didn't get in by a certain time, you either couldn't get in to the town or you had to know a secret route. There's also, oh my God, look at this. This is so cool. That is one of the cannons that's in here. And it might be the only one. I don't remember. Because when Joan and I were coming through here, we happened upon this and we were just like, wow. Okay, so there is another one.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, we tried to record this already once, but it stopped recording, so we're gonna try again. We did get go, and then yes. And then, what was the other thing we got? We got F, Q, P, do you remember?
F, P, R, no.
For some reason, my camcorder was not recording. This happened before when we were using the Ouija board, the camcorder, so it's a risk to try it, but we're going to try again and see if we can connect. Okay. Is anyone here that would like to say hello? Let's take it in a circle to warm it up. I was reading you put it in a circle to warm it up. Okay. Is anyone here? S. T. O. P. Oh my God, it said stop. Yes. That is the weirdest thing. You know, when we were at the other castle, it told us yes and goodbye, and this is like stop.
It wants us to stop.
What's your name? Tell us your name and we'll stop. What's your name? Go ahead and put that in your backpack. I think it's the weirdest thing. Stop.
Stop, and I guess.
That's wild. So, I believe this is the third time that Eric and I have tried it. The first time it didn't record, and we just got VW back and forth. And then at Drachenfels in the castle, in one of the rooms, we tried it, and we got the word yes, and then we got bye. And then we asked him if he wanted us to leave, and then it said yes. And then it said bye again, and it was identical. I just saw a light right over here. That was weird. Now, okay, I don't know if somebody's coming or what. That was just really weird. It was right over there in that doorway. Sorry. It was just over there in that doorway. I saw something. Or something. Hello? That's weird, Eric. Nobody's there. I could have sworn I just saw somebody come in and out of this door. I thought it was another, maybe a tourist or something. That is weird. Nobody's here. And, okay. What's really interesting about that with the Ouija board, for it to stay stop and then yes, telling us to stop, that's just, it seems like the spirits don't want to talk to us.
No, not really.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to go through the rest of the wall. So far, we've been fortunate to have it to ourselves. The south wall is near a road. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is just beautiful. Can you put a light on it? Oh, I did have a light on. Wow. It's amazing. We're in one of the most visited towns in all of Germany, and in this wall with these ancient, hundreds of years old, you know, you have this old wagon, then you have the cannon. We have it to ourselves. A lot of people, tourists, have no clue that they can get inside. And from my own personal experience being here with my wife several years ago, this is haunted. There is no question in my mind that this location is haunted. Absolutely none. No question. Exactly. Okay. Those are my feet. Okay, those are voices from people outside the wall. Wow. looks like. That sounds like Erik coming down behind me on the stairs. Okay, now this is Rothenburg. Oh wow, and I came the wrong way. We're not even in the city. We're still on the outside. Those are people, obviously. So cool. And what you couldn't see is the bridge that goes across. Pretty amazing. I hear people on the stairs in there. Oh my God, I just heard people clearly on the stairs. So I'm gonna take a tour without Erik. I'm gonna go all by myself through here. So it's said that a lady in white does roam these walls. So I'm heading back out.